Hey everyone, and thanks for joining me for another crypto video. Today we're going to be looking at Depot, its recent price action. Where are some of our targets in the coming days and weeks? And just a quick mention on its fundamentals. So a bit of TA, a bit of FA. So let's jump right in. We're going to look here for, I suppose, firstly at this purple box. It was an area of interest recently, and I'll just put up on the screen the fib where that came from. So I've looked at a few of the fibs from this, from this initial move here. You can see the 0.786 was tagged and acted as resistance over here, but it wasn't. I didn't actually get it from there, so I think I got it from this first. The second candle here. So just checking all along, and this area here, we wicked into it here, and then so it fell on the 0.5 to the 0.382. That's where I've highlighted that box, and you can see here, well, from the bigger move that we saw a second ago, this resistance has confluence from the 1.68 on the smaller, the second candle here, so. On this fib, it's seeming that it tagged the 1.68 and came back to test the 0.5, 0.3 to 0.5. Let's see. Be sure we're getting that right. Oh, 0.5 to 0.6. Sorry, 0.5, 0.618 area. So we came down anyway. We had a wick down to it, but we don't get out of bed for wicks. We had a candle close on it, and we had a small wick below, but the support held. We ran back up to the 1.68. We didn't get there twice, and then generally in this, that's what these two blue lines are for. But we'll get there. It's come down. Let's test it again. Not even wicking below it, and that's where the move upwards came. So this is quite an important area of support and resistance. So that's just where that purple box came from. So it was acting as a lot of buys were coming in here, wicking into it, and the candle closed and that. So we'll take that one away. We'll have a look at this fib here. We'll put the fib on for that bigger move, and we'll see how the price interacted there. And we'll see that the box has come up again. That's again why we have two confluences there for this box. So now it's the 0.5 to 0.382. That's again why this is quite an area of interest, and we can see that the price ran up on this move. It's ran up to the 1.68 line, and it's pulled back and found support on the 0.786 three times, so putting a triple bottom, two dojis, long wicks, triple bottom, and now, that's why I'm making this video, is we have moved above. So where are we? Let's get this fib out of the way. There we go. So, I've drawn this kind of accumulation zone in here. The price has just played around in here to the upper side, the downside, the upside, the downside. And I mean, you can move it. It's not the end of the world. It's generally in this area. Probably you could just put another box there, but because you've had the resistance there on these two candles, it's wicked above, but it eventually got rejected and came back down to the interest down here. And then over here, these two, that seemed to hold these candles here. And now, the point of interest, we have a candle, we have the two candles closing above, and now we moved away, breaking above, the higher, the kind of, the resistance there. So we've got these levels, the 1.68 line, we've wicked into it, sell side liquidity here, pushing the price back down. Same again, just indecision here on this support resistance line, but we flipped it, and we seem to have pierced the upper resistance once, and now it's just a case of watching what happens. But it kind of looks like you can see the accumulation zones. You had one down here, where this was kind of the zone in here. Then the prices shot through convincingly and made up here the accumulation zone. We're playing around here, and let's put the fib back on. There you go, and we'll see what could be coming. So this fib is kind of, and there you go. You've got the rough area around the 1.618 acting as resistance, and you've got kind of sell side liquidity coming in here, wicking into the 1 to 1.68. So we're trying to break through that at the minute. So now levels. We could be looking at. There's a bit of confluence here, and again, I like the box. I like the rectangle, because again, it's not an exact line, or at least I'm finding that that's the case. So we've got a bit of confluence here, between the 2.618 and the big even of 4. So I'm assuming that we're gonna run up into that and find resistance there. So 4 cent is looking likely. Like even here, what have we got? Yeah, you've got a bit of confluence there between where the resistance was and the 1.68. On this fib, I mean, it could come from somewhere else, but it's kind of making sense at the moment. So we're looking here. That's where the price could run up into, and maybe further and beyond. And we might have to reanalyze from there. But at the minute, that's what we're kind of looking at. And we'll just see. We'll see how it goes. You know, there's a line there, 20 cents. So I've made my depot price prediction video saying that 50 cent to $1 is possible in this cycle, and I must have put that line in to visualize, you know, drag it around the place and see how far away 50 cent on the parabolic chart isn't. You know, it's not all that far away. So let's just play around and take a bar pattern and see what could potentially happen if you take a bars pattern. You know, if we put in that kind of move again, all of a sudden, you know, you're getting up 14, 15 cents. And as I always say, when you're on the log chart, these things don't look too far away. So it's just a bit of fun with bar patterns, and you know, that's the area of interest I'm looking at next. You know, we've moved away from this accumulation zone. You know, we're playing around in here. Are we going to break through? Are we going to hold the line here at the big even of 2? And there you go. You've got confluence again of a big even, 2 cent. There. Well, there's another. We should put this in here. That's resistance as well, because it's the big move from the release day. So there's some levels that we're looking at that we need to conquer along the way. But you know, so that's the technical side. I mean, we could look at other stuff, but for now, I think basic levels are enough. And then we'll look at the fundamentals. We'll go into more detail in future, but you know, we've got the roadmap release and the white paper release and staking that are coming up all this quarter. So a lot to look forward to. There's so much potential in this project. I'm doing these videos just to track my own thoughts on the price action and see where they write. So it's a bit of like a journal. So like that, if you have any of your own insights, comment on the video, DM me, whatever. Just interact with it, and let's see how we can follow the depot price and understand it better. And I think these are levels that we're looking at coming up soon. So hopefully, yeah, it's gonna be a good journey. So let's see, do they come in? If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and like and follow me on Twitter, give a retweet, comment, all that good stuff. And I will see you all in the next video. Thank you.